The point is that the Quran even teaches that everyone is to look to Jesus and come to the truth. That Jesus is a sign for mankind. That you look to Jesus, and you should, by looking to Jesus, it should track you back to the truth.
Again, you are taking the focus to him, not to God. Just like the
Oh,
sheep of Noah. Let me just like the okay. Why am I not saying that? Okay, people should look up to the sheep of Noah.
Hi, welcome to Religious Insight. And on today's episode of this amazing debate with GodLogic, GodLogic destroys Nigerian Muslim on this very juicy topic. Let's watch this video to get more details.
The Quran says that the sheep of Noah and what happened there was also a sign to mankind. So when the Quran described Jesus and his mother as a sign to mankind in Surah 21 and 91, it just means that the miracles that happened to his mother, that is getting pregnant without any involvement of a earthly father, is a sign for us. And then him being born without a father too is a sign for us. Meaning that God can create a human being without an earthly father, and he can also make a woman to get pregnant without an earthly father. This is what it only means. Doesn't mean that he was sent to mankind, like as in, but it's a sign for all men, because even to us it's a sign as Muslims today, because we can learn something from that.
so you said that you said something about Noah. Can you repeat the point about Noah, please?
The Quran in Surah 29 and 15, God says that the ship of Noah and him and everything that happened about him is a sign to mankind. Like وَجَعَلْنَا الْآيَةَ لِلْعَالَمِينَ, like is a sign for all mankind. That doesn't mean that Noah was prophet sent to mankind. Rather, what happened in this time is a sign for mankind, meaning that God destroyed a whole people, but yet saved the ones he wanted to save in a ship made by uh, a, a sole man, that is a single man.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's a sign.
Cool. Okay, can you get the verse so that we can look at that really quick? And then also, yeah, what's the verse?
Surah 29 and 15 for
29,
Noah.
29:15?
Yeah, for Noah.
29:15. Okay, thank you for that. And so now, going on with this now, so it says that the things that happened during Noah's time is a sign for mankind,
Yes.
right? But not that Noah himself was a sign for mankind, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, he was a
So
sign too.
does it say that he was the sign for mankind, or that the things that happened in his time was the sign for mankind?
He was also involved in what happened. So
No. Is he the one who is identified as the sign for mankind, or does the verse
he
say
should be,
that the
he
things
should
that
be part
happened
of it,
around him?
because he should be part of it, unless if you have any evidence to take him out of the whole thing.
No. I'm not. No. So you made the claim here that this is similar to Noah, where it's actually not. If it's not saying that Noah himself is the sign, while the verse says that Jesus himself is the sign for mankind, while the verse you're saying is what happened around Noah's time, the flood and stuff like that, that is the sign for mankind, not Noah himself. There's a big
No,
difference.
the Quran also says that Jesus' mother and him, both of them were signs. So we know the
Correct.
context. So we know the context that it is talking about what happened to them. It's not just they themselves. No, it has to do with what happened to them. So
Well,
the same thing.
go ahead.
So
I
the
don't
same,
want to cut you off.
what happened to Mary is she getting pregnant without an earthly father, and what happened to Jesus is him being born without an earthly father. So it's not just they themselves. No, it has to do with what happened to them. So in the same way, it's all about what happened in the day of Noah. It has to do with him as well,
Mm.
because without
So,
him, because without Noah, there wouldn't be what happened.
okay. So I'm reading the verse here. It says, "Then we saved him and those with him in the ship, and made it as a sign or ayah, right, for the alamin, a lesson, warning, things of this nature. Ayah is sign, right? Or verse,
Exactly.
right? So for the alamin, so it says that the ship was now. Again, this is where I'm seeing the difference. That you have the specific individuals that are identified as the sign in Jesus and Mary, and also Jesus has said that he is a mercy to the people. So not just a sign, but a mercy to them for mankind. While it doesn't say that about Noah.
No, what I think you are missing the context in which Mary and Jesus were said to be signed. It's not just about them alone. It has to do with what happened to them. Yeah.
Okay,
So
so would you say that what's the purpose of a sign?
is to show one or two things about the might of God.
Hmm. And it's for those who disbelieve to see the sign and then come to the truth and the true God,
Not
right?
necessarily those who disbelieve alone, even those who believe, so that their faith will be strengthened more and more. So the sign is not just for believers. I mean, unbelievers. It's for everyone. That's why I say al alamin.
Right,
Everybody.
right. So it's the sign, and it's supposed to point everyone to the truth, right?
Not necessarily to the truth, no, but even to strengthen.
What's
Yeah.
okay? I'm asking again. What is the point of a sign? When God sends a
Again, I
sign,
think is to
what's the
show
point?
is to show the might of God, so that
To who?
the
Yeah, for
faithful,
what?
so that for the faithful to even getting strengthened more in their faith, and for the unbelievers to see, so that they can come back to the truth.
Hold on one second. One second. So this is not so right. So you said so that they can come back to the truth, right?
Yeah, that's just part one of the aspect. Yes.
Okay, good. So hold on. Elijah J. I said for this stream, it's going to be the Muslims or the non-Christians, the non-believing Trinitarian Christians, or the non-people who claim to be Christians. They can come up. It's not for the Christians to come up. Okay, I need you to watch from YouTube. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and drop you. Please continue watching from the YouTube, my brother. All right. Okay. So look. So yeah. So it's to bring the people to the truth. It's to bring the people to the truth. And so Jesus and Mary being a sign for mankind, everyone in the world at all times are supposed to be able to look at Jesus and Mary, right? And come to the truth and belief in the power of the true God and the way of the true God, right?
Yeah, that's just part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of it. So, and that's a huge part of it. That's the reason why he's like what a sign is for. So, I don't understand what the contention is, because in my title it's that Jesus is the sign for all mankind, as the Quran literally states.
I think your purpose was to misrepresent the ayat by number one, you only single Jesus out, not until I said no, it don't have to do with him alone. Even his mother is there, and the way you wanted to present it is to show that okay, he is like sent to all mankind. Like okay, everybody has to like look up to him. No, that's not the purpose. The
It
purpose
is the
is for
purpose.
God. Hello, the purpose is for God, not for Jesus and his mother, but for God. You know what happened to Mary and Jesus is the glory is not for them, it's for God, because God wants you to see the sign through them. But it is like you are taking the
No worries.
focus. It's like you are taking the focus away from God and
No, I'm
trying to
not.
put them on. Hello.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not taking the focus off God or saying that God doesn't get the glory from Jesus being the sign. I mean,
So so
literally,
so
literally, God gets the glory from Jesus being the sign. It brings glory to God, right? So I still don't see what your contention is.
the contention is that just like the ship of Noah, every sign is to point to God. The same thing here.
Every
So
sign is
I don't
what?
see
Every sign is what?
every sign, every sign is for the glory of God, not for those whom the glory came to. Because everything, even the ship of Noah, even Mary,
But
Jesus, all
that's
of
not my
them.
argument, bro. That's not my argument. My only argument is that Jesus is the sign of mankind. This is my only argument. Am I wrong?
And so, what is your point in saying he's the sign of Noah?
The point is that the Quran even teaches that everyone is to look to Jesus and come to the truth. That Jesus is a sign for mankind. That you look to Jesus, and you should, by looking to Jesus, it should track you back to the truth.
Again, you are taking the focus to him, not to God. Just like the
How?
ship of Noah. Let me just like the okay. Why are you not saying that okay? People should look up to the ship of Noah.
Well, no, they can. They can look to the ship of Noah and what happened, and understand and go to the truth of God. That's the point of the sign. The sign of is the ship and the salvation of God that He provided for the people who obeyed Him, right, and turned from their wickedness, while the others suffered God's wrath. So the ship is a sign to all mankind of God's wrath and mercy. That's all what that's there. And so people can look at that and say, okay, let's get to the truth. Similarly with Jesus. Jesus is the sign for mankind to look to you look to him, and he looking to him should lead you to God.
Okay, welcome back, guys. I believe you enjoy watching this video. Let us know your views about this video in the comment section, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do it to subscribe. Hit the notification button to be notified each time we post new and engaging videos like this. I keep on saying that the greatest undoing of Islam is the invention of the internet, where people have free access to their site and lots of negative information that most Muslims see as a norms. At least the young man was able to explain the virgin birth of Jesus, unlike the Quran that didn't explain it well to us, of how Jesus was born and the full story that surrounds his birth. I think Muslims should start asking these key questions, because oftentimes they tend to neglect asking key questions that can change the course of their lives. Many of them are scared for their life because they are not allowed to ask some certain kind of question in Islam. So for the clarity's sake, I'm urging you as a Muslim watching this to begin to ask your Imam and your Sheikh and whosoever that is teaching you this Quran, begin to ask them key questions that can bring clarity to your faith. They should start asking why the Quran gave more preference to Jesus and his mother Mary more than it gave to Muhammad. This question will unravel a lot of things and lies that are being used as a web to hold these Muslims to Islam. The relevant question was the one this young man asked at the later end of this video. He was trying to defend Islam instead of asking the right question. Don't debate with people you should be learning from. This guy was supposed to learn from GodLogic about his faith, but instead he came on to debate. Guys, let's know your views about this video in the comment section. Just in case you have not subscribed, please hit that button, subscribe, hit the notification button also, so that you can be notified each time we post new and engaging videos like this. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video.